Hi folks, so I'm often asked, it's a big question, should I use my hands more or should I use my hands less? And the big answer to this is, like a lot of things in golf, well, it depends. These things are relevant depending on where you are in your golf career, what your standard is, what your handicap is, what your ball flight is, what you're really wanting to do at impact. So let me explain this in a little bit more detail, that whether you should use your hands or shouldn't use your hands relative to the level you're at in your golf if you want to play more solid golf. So as I said, it depends. Should I use more hands or less hands? Well, if you're a club player and you've got a tendency for slicing it, that's a pretty good indication that you're leaving the face open to the path you're swinging on at impact. If you're not getting the speed you want out of the shot and maybe the distance, it might be appropriate for you to actually educate your hands a little bit more. And bear in mind, anybody who's played golf from an early age, and if they're a low handicap player or a junior, they've already learnt to use the hands. They've got educated hands. They don't really need to think about it that much. So for you, it'd be a great drill, assuming you've got the correct grip, to stand and hit shots with your feet a club heads width apart and create an L shape, pull the club down and then rehinge the hands, let the elbow fold. So we're getting what we call radial acceleration here. Radial acceleration is just a fancy word for this head moving round this fulcrum. The hands start to slow down, the club head spins up. So just hitting shots like this, you'll get a load of speed on the shot, you'll get your hands working correctly, and you're using leverage. Now, if you asked 100 tour players, what are you doing in the swing? 99% of them would say, oh, I'm trying to take my hands out of it. I'm trying to keep my hands quiet. That's because they've already got loads of speed. They don't have a problem with this angle and accelerating. In fact, quite the opposite. Sometimes their hands are rotating too quickly, which shuts the face too soon. So they actually need to, what we call, stabilise the club face. They need their rate of rotation of the club face to be more quiet. They haven't got a problem slicing it. If anything, they're probably going to hook it. So in that case, I'd do the opposite drill. I'd actually encourage you to split your hands. Put your hands on the grip about 1/2 centimetre apart and hit shots, feeling your hands, feeling quiet. This way, this is encouraging the body to release the club. If I put the club in my tummy and just turned, notice how the club face is mirroring the rotation of my body here. So I'm not having to think about speeding my hands up. So with the split hands drill, hit shots, half swings, and you'll feel this is more body driven and less hands driven. And this certainly will quieten the club face down and give you more club face control. So remember, if you want to play solid golf, you've got to prescribe the appropriate remedy for what you need. Do you need more hand action or do you need to quiet them down? That depends on where you're at with your golf game. I hope you found that video useful and helpful. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. Also, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Also, give us a like on Facebook. If you'd like to get in touch with me or book a lesson, you can visit me at solidgolf.co.uk, and I look forward to helping you playing more solid golf.